Because most of the time, those who have to solve this problem are those who are connected to those who are causing the problem. If we don't realize that, then we still have a long ways to go.
Just quickly before we go, we've already been told to wrap up now. What is this crisis, this Anglophone and Francophone crisis going on in Cameroon?
Well, I think it's a matter of the management of diversity. In Cameroon, it's at a macro level because we have two groups coming from a different colonial past, French and English. Okay, in the case of Cameroon, a bit of Nigeria as well. So this diversity has been mismanaged by a system of by malgovernance, really, and that's the bad thing about corruption. It exacerbates other problems, and in Cameroon, that's basically what it is. And so, if you mismanage diversity, even in Nigeria, I would say, you wind up in a situation where there's injustice, there's inequity, and some other people complain. And the more you're a minority, the more you feel crushed. And in the case of Cameroon, of the Anglophone minority by 25%, and they've had the defacing of the judiciary system, which is what you have here, and of the education system, which is the English-based. Most of the Cameroonians, a lot of them, were trained here at the law school here and stuff like that. The legal tradition is very different, and there's been an erosion of this tradition, and it came to a head when there were strikes, and it has caused a lot of aggro, and the government, like any African government, had acted in a very heavy-handed manner. Instead of looking for means of conciliating it, it could crush it. As usual, when you're dealing with a minority, there is this notion that you can easily crush it. But that's not been the case because the whole country is mismanaged. So we are in a really serious situation where a lot of Anglophones were arrested, internet was knocked out for Anglophone parts for a long time. I'm Anglophone myself, so it's a passionate, emotional issue for me. And we are close to presidential election.
Barrister Akere Muna decides to be selectively right in his presentation. Barrister Akere Muna, on an international media in Nigeria, comes out to talk about the problems faced in the Cameroons. Barrister Akere Muna, our problem is not the issue of diversity. We are not diverse with La République du Cameroon. The two Cameroons that came together to make the foundation, which everybody knows that it was an initial stage, the Federal Republic of Cameroon, with two stars representing the two states with equal status. Barrister Akere Muna, if you are honest to yourself, I see you are the chairman of the Anti-Corruption International Conference Council whatsoever. If you are honest to yourself, you should always refer to the root cause of the problem before you talk about the immediate causes. It is true. What Barrister Akere Muna just said in that presentation is true, that there is an issue of language. Yes. It's true that there is a judicial problem, judicial system problem, civil law, common law is true. It's also true that the way of governance has been bad. There have been bad governance. Barrister Akere Muna is true, but he decides to focus on the immediate causes other than tackling the problem from the roots. What are these problems? The problems Barrister Akere Muna just enumerated are the immediate causes of this conflict. 9 years of unrest, 9 years of continuous fighting and resisting the regime in Yaoundé should not just be a problem of language, a problem of regime change. Barrister Akere Muna, we understand that your interest is in La République du Cameroon. You want to find yourself president, how they want to call you, first Anglophone president. It's not our business. We have no business with you being president of La République du Cameroon. First of all, La République du Cameroon elections in Southern Cameroon are banned. They are banned. It is non-negotiable. But we are telling Barrister Akere Muna that as he's going about with his pursuit, his hunger for La République du Cameroon presidency, he should put at the back of his mind that this problem, the conflict that is going on today, is as a result of the incomplete decolonization of southern Cameroons. This is the root cause of the problem. And we cannot be talking about problem this, road, bad governance, when we don't address the root cause of this problem. Barrister Akere, I find you dishonest in this presentation. Yes, I find you dishonest in this presentation, and the people of Southern Cameroon are disappointed in you because you come from Southern Cameroon. You should be in a better position to tell the world what exactly is this problem. It's not a problem of bad governance. It's not a problem of our people go to school, law school in Nigeria. That is not our problem. That's not the issue. So, my dear Ambazonians, we must always tackle these guys squarely so they know exactly where we stand. Now, Barrister Akere, before you forget, always make sure you tell the people that you meet at the international stage, whether they are journalists, stakeholders, non-governmental organizations, human rights organizations. Barrister Akere, tell them that the people of Southern Cameroon are ready at every given time to talk. We are not afraid of any discussions. This discussion must focus on the root cause of the problem. The root cause of the problem. Why are our people being jailed just because they're from Southern Cameroon? Yes. Our people judged in military courts. So, the people of Southern Cameroon have made it clear that they are not afraid of any discussions or negotiation whatsoever you are calling it. Release all those who have been arrested, incarcerated because of this war. Release all of them. Secondly, La République du Cameroon, who declared war, Paul Biya declared war at Simale International Airport, he should immediately declare a ceasefire, withdraw his troops from Southern Cameroon. Yes, Paul Biya, La République du Cameroon, the oldest president in the world, should get a document, should get into an agreement, sign a document that any Southern Cameroonian citizen who is abroad in the diaspora, who set his foot in Southern Cameroon, he will not be harmed, he will not be arrested or disappear. He has to get this done. And also, Paul Biya and his regime, they will meet Ambazonians in a neutral ground, a third country, where in the presence of the United Nations, the European Union, the African Union, the United States, and many other partners, they will be witnesses to talk on the root cause of this problem. We have to go back to the drawing board and talk on the root cause of this war. Only when these things have been done before there can be anything related to trying to address this problem. If you decide to focus on the immediate causes and you abandon the root causes, you are simply procrastinating. My dear Ambazonia, I will see you again in our next update. God bless you. God bless Ambazonia.